Morning, everybody. It's Peter Schiff. It is Sunday, August 8th, 2010. This is the last weekend day to phone bank and try to help me win the primary on Tuesday, August 10th. And it's also, the final day to qualify for one of the grand prizes to join us at the Shift for Senate campaign on Tuesday and hopefully to be there for the victory party Tuesday evening. Remember, one of the grand prizes goes to the individual who makes the most phone calls from day one of the new phone banking system until the end of the day tonight. The second grand prize goes to whoever makes the most phone calls over the last 8 days, Sunday to Sunday. Of course, if the same person wins both, we will pick the second place winner. And there will be one more grand prize. Everybody who made at least 50 phone calls per day for each of the last 8 days, Sunday to Sunday, a name will be drawn at random, and the winner will also be here with us on Tuesday. Anyway, yesterday's results, we did have a record day in the total number of calls we made. We made 12,765 calls. 143 people participated. It was a record number of calls, but not a record number of participants. Now, I know we have a phone banking bomb going on this weekend. Thank you to the person who designed the ShiftStorm website. His goal was 25,000 calls. It looks like we will make that goal if we repeat yesterday's effort today. If everybody does again today what they did yesterday, we'll hit 25,000. My personal goal is that we can do a lot more than that. Why can't we do 25,000 calls today alone? I've always wanted to see a day where 1,000 people were phone banking. Let's see if we can make it happen. This Sunday is the day to do it. If you haven't phone banked before, what are you waiting for? This is going to be the most effective day to get people. You can phone bank all day long. It's a weekend. A lot of people aren't working. A lot of people watching the video blog aren't working on a Sunday. So this is the time to call. And a lot of the candidates are doing robocalls, pretty much all of them. We're doing them too, but we're really the only campaign that has the volunteers and the manpower to make live phone calls, and they can make a big difference. First of all, the winners from yesterday, we had Chris Ruthie from Nebraska, familiar name, 765 calls. Second place was Eric Krenz from Wisconsin with 457 calls. Two books, How an Economy Grows and Why It Crashes. I didn't get the weekly winner. I'll have to announce the weekly winner tomorrow, who will get a copy of Crash Proof 2.0. It's interesting that of the calls that we made, 35% picked up. So that means we spoke to over 4,000 people. 4,000 people could be very influential. There was an article today in the Stanford Advocate that said that the turnout in this election is likely to be very low. The absentee ballot requests were about 12% below what they were in 2006. Now, a low turnout is good for our campaign because remember, Peter Schiff voters are far more committed and enthusiastic about voting for me. They really want to vote for me. They believe in me. Linda McMahon's supporters, they're voting for her because they know her name. They're not that committed. If they don't make it to the polls, they don't make it. And if the perception is that she's going to win anyway, why bother? So low turnout favors our campaign, but it also shows how important these phone calls can be. And to show you, that I do have support out there, we have a poll for the phone bankers. When they first make their call, before they get into their discussion of Peter Schiff, the first thing they ask is, are you planning on voting in the primary on Tuesday? And if they ask yes, they say, great, who are you going to vote for? Peter Schiff, Linda McMahon, or are you undecided, or somebody else? And we had 1,438 people who responded, and our phone bankers filled out their numbers. And the results were that 38% of the people said they were going to vote for Peter Schiff, 31% Linda McMahon, 31% were either undecided or said they would vote for Rob Simmons. So based on the phone calls that we're making, the race is a lot closer than the people at Quinnipiac. And as I said yesterday, there should be another Quinnipiac poll coming out on Monday. That could really energize my supporters if we can organize or we can have a big bump in that poll. And so remember, we're doing our part with radio and TV ads, with direct mail. I'm on the campaign trail. I've stayed in hotels here, as you can see, for 3 nights or 4 nights in a row. We're traveling around in this RV. What you people can do out there that support this campaign, that support this cause, is make these phone calls. Convince the voters how important it is to turn out and vote for Peter Schiff. I've gotten some media coverage. There was a good article in the Orange County Register you can check out today on me. But unfortunately, most of the local coverage is going to Simmons. He seems like the credible threat in their mind to Linda McMahon. So he's getting a lot of the media. We need to make up for that by reaching out directly. You know, I had hoped that that Fox News piece that they filmed, they sent the reporter out, a great interview. She interviewed me for maybe a half hour, a lot of great footage. She followed me around as I was talking to shop owners and people on the street. Great interviews with me. She loved it. She said these are great sound bites. She was really excited about airing this interview. But Fox decided not to do it. They canned it for whatever reason. They did use a couple of clips from that interview, but they didn't use a word that I said. In fact, in that piece that they ended up producing, they did interview Linda McMahon. They interviewed Rob Simmons. Didn't interview me at all. So what are you going to expect? You know, Fox News says that they're fair and balanced. Well, in covering the Republican primary in Connecticut, they've been anything but fair and balanced. Now, you know, in fairness to Fox, other news stations have ignored me as well. CNN has given me no coverage either. But what bothers me about Fox is that CNN is seen as the Democrat or the left-leaning station. Fox caters to the Republicans, to the right, to the Tea Party. Their audience is largely Republican, yet they really didn't do a fair and balanced job of respecting their audience and letting them know who all the candidates were in this race. I think they went out of their way to deny my campaign, to ignore it, and to try to see that the favorite of the Republican establishment, for reasons that I laid out yesterday, Linda McMahon, was the focus of whatever media attention that they decided to shine on this race. So it is up to us, individuals around the country, to take our case directly to the voters of Connecticut. We can do that. There are enough of us out there. We can come from behind and pull a startling upset in this race. Nobody is talking about me, and it would be a fantastic a coup for us to pull this off, to show everybody that freedom does matter, that the Tea Party's voice will be heard, that the freedom movement is alive and well and can overcome whatever obstacles the mainstream media wants to throw in our path. So this is our chance to work together. You know, let's really make this phone banking happen today on Sunday. Let's do phone banking all day long from the minute you see this broadcast until I think 9 o'clock tonight Eastern time. Let's make these phone calls. And of course, we still have Monday and Tuesday to continue with our effort to spread the word. I met a lot of voters yesterday. I shook a lot of hands. We passed out a lot of flyers. Most people I've met are still undecided. But I am running into a lot of people who know who I am. They've seen my commercials. They've heard my radio ads. They like what I say. So what I'm experiencing on the ground is very encouraging. So what we need to do is keep optimistic. There's only a few days left. We can pull this off. If we all work hard, if we make these calls, tell your friends. If you're phone banking, get your friends in on it. Try to multiply your effort. Let them know how important this movement is and how important to the entire country, not just Connecticut, that I be the next United States Senator. Anyway, thanks in advance, and good luck dialing, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Take care. Oh, remember, it's shiftforsenate.com. If you're watching this for the first time and you haven't phone banked, shiftforsenate.com is the website. Go there, click on the Liberty Bell. It's right on the front page. Follow the instructions. If for some reason you can't figure it out, call up the campaign. They'll be happy to walk you through the process. It's very easy and it's free. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.